You are listening to the Bonfires and Castles podcast with Tiffany Apan, the place where fantasy, history, and other worlds collide to take you on a magical journey. Well, greetings and welcome to another episode of the Bonfires and Castles podcast. This podcast commemorates the summer solstice, and I am recording this intro outdoors because I did want to at least record some of this episode outdoors, because being outdoors at this time of year, especially on the festival of the summer solstice, is a great way to commemorate how we are all part of nature and part of the cycle of life. But there are people here and making a lot of noise, so I can only record so much of this podcast episode outside, but I wanted to get a little bit of it. So, just sit back wherever you are, grab a patch of earth, and enjoy this episode. We are in the summer solstice, the longest day of the year and the shortest night of the year, when one of the Earth's poles is tilted closest to the sun, and the sun appears to be at its highest point in the sky. It is also the time of year when the veil between worlds are quite thin, much like Samhain, and the fae are out and about, with much celebration within the fairy realms. The summer solstice is also the festival of Litha in the Celtic Wheel. Litha is typically celebrated on or around June 20th. It is a time to show honor and much gratitude to the life-giving and healing power of the sun and the abundance of nature and summer. Many cultures celebrate Litha with outdoor bonfires and other outdoor rituals, as well as offerings to the sun and nature. The summer solstice and Litha are also associated with themes of growth, prosperity, renewal, and abundance, especially in nature. It is also known as Midsummer, and also tied very closely to the faerie realm. And because the veils are thin at this time, allowing for more interactions between worlds, and possibly a higher chance at having a fleeting glimpse at a fae folk. The thinning veil makes it easier for fairies to travel between veils and mortals to see them. In much of the fairy folklore, the fairy realms are filled with revelry, dance, music, and magic, as featured in the series A Court of Thorns and Roses. In the Maiden Mother Crone Trinity, summer is the time of the mother, as it is a symbol of fertility, abundance, and peak growth. In fact, this may be a time when you might feel a surge in energy to take on some of those creative projects, or give birth to new ideas, or even prospective business projects. And what are some ways you can celebrate midsummer, you may ask? Well, one way is with the age-old tradition of a bonfire, if it's possible for you to do it safely at your place of residence or in a place of your choice. Safely and legally is key. But if you do not have the resources for such a ritual, even a small campfire or even burning a candle in your home will work. I personally am loving my sun goddess candle from Modern Alchemy. You can also watch films that take place in other times and realms, like A Midsummer Night's Dream, of course, or even Mists of Avalon. And there's also the old but good, The 10th Kingdom. Ever After is also one of my favorite movies, but really, any other fantasy film that may have a fairy theme or sort of an Arthurian legend theme, those also tend to be my favorites as well to watch at this time of year. Also, certain herbs are said to be at their most potent at this time of year, So if you're into making your favorite tinctures, now's the time to do that as well. Or even baking a sourdough bread, or visiting your favorite nature trail, place in the forest, or a stone circle if you should be fortunate enough to live near one. I am definitely visiting my favorite nature trail on the summer solstice, and maybe leaving a little gift or two for the fairies. I will also be starting a new decluttering process, as this is also a good time to make room for new abundance and blessings. Also prepping myself for new endeavors and making a few adjustments in my life, as this is the time to allow any new opportunities, growth, and abundance to flourish. But however you celebrate, remember that we are all part of nature, all part of the circle of life. All seasons are meant to connect us with the land and our ancestors in some way, shape, or form. I would love to hear how you are spending the summer solstice and how you intend to spend this entire season of the Mother. I hope you enjoyed this little homage to the summer solstice and the ancient festival of Litha. And however you choose to move forward this season, please do it safely and with respect. Until next time, until the next episode, please be safe, and I'll be seeing you someplace in time.
Two young girls have found their home, found warmth inside the cold. Tonight they'll bring joy to a child. Tonight, sleeping near